Hey, we're back. I did say I was probably gonna come on one more time. What the fuck is this shit? Sorry. Pardon my look. I'm not monetized anyways. I don't give a crap. Um, like what is this shit? What is I don't like the what am I dumb? Don't answer that for crying out loud. I'm irritated. Anyways, um, so there's something specific about this weekend. I gotta put this back up. There's something specific about this weekend that I was picking up on that I didn't get with the other reading. And so I'm like, well, here we go. We're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tap back in and figure out what the fuck they want to say about this weekend, okay? So it feels very time specific. That's the reason why I'm a little like, what? And the reading before was not. Yeah, we just have anywho's. Um, you are a sovereign being over your life. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. So my recommendation to you is not to Cinderella shit to make it fit, okay? All right. So I'm getting pain in my temple out of nowhere. I heard the word change. I think there's a changeover that's going to happen this weekend. Or a change over the weekend. Sorry, I got whatever. Um, they just want me to pull from this. All right, we're just gonna jump in. What do you want to tell us about this weekend specifically? It feels like there's some very time sensitive information. I do see the sun. It's positive change. That's why they were singing. They were singing, "Here comes the sun." Da, 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 da. Change, some kind of positive change this weekend. I'm definitely picking up on this weekend. Oh, there's something about Leos. Yeah, I'm a Leo rising. Okay. And I just bring in the motherfuckers. Let me just tell like I bring in Leos a lot. And my sun sign is a Gemini. So you know Geminis and Leos go together. Anyways, sorry. Of all the things to hyperfixate on that you said. Like, of course you are. Of course you're a Leo. Anyways, okay. Change this weekend positive. Something time sensitive. Thank you. Seeds have been well planted on something. And if you are worrying about something, promise it's unnecessary. Now, we're going to use our discernment. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why. My suggestion is don't click off just yet, but let's write and move along because that might not be for you. Let's stick around a little bit and see if this is actually for you, okay? Um, but whoever I'm reading for, something is taking root and you don't have to worry. Something you don't have to worry about. Something you don't have to worry about. Something that's going to happen with a lot of speed. Knight of Swords is the quintessential change card. The Knight of Swords rides in on his horse, and he literally, like, with his sword at ready, and quickly, swiftly, without a thought, he does think, but, like, without hesitation, we'll say, cuts something clean out, clears things out, that don't belong. He's my pivot card, the 180 card. He is the utter change card. There you like literally no worries. And then there's something about creative solutions coming in for something. So I feel like saying in this moment, if you are worried about something, this weekend holds some type of creative solution to something. And it's like things are gonna pop off, happen quickly. You don't have to worry about something. You really don't have to worry about it. We got the Queen of Cups. Um, trust your intuition. If you feel paused a little bit, like because of some level of worry that you've got, obviously you're needing the solution to something. There's something that you are a bit concerned about, and they're like, you know what? You don't even got to be concerned about that because something is going to happen this weekend that's going to kind of like be the solution to that, anyways. So don't even worry about that. I think your intuition is telling you you're a okay. It's all good. Um, Strength is to like write it out until that happens. Also, I feel like somebody's going to get some information that changes a situation. So the change is either going to be tangible for some of you, where like a solution happens, or and like all you got to do is just like trust your intuition. You're good. You know how like sometimes you got to make a decision for something, and you're like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. It's kind of like that. That's what it feels like to me. Really, that's for any situation that this could identify. Um, there's something about releasing harsh judgments and maybe forgiveness. I don't know about all that shit, but okay. You're gonna get exactly what you need. Whatever resource, help, assistance, you're gonna get it. Six of Pentacles. You're getting it. And then the world. Like the path just opens up. Tell me about the strength card, please. Because why are we releasing any kind of judgment and like just like I feel like maybe a part of the worry is you're just like you're upset about something. I mean, obviously if you're worried, you're a little bit upset, but it's like clarify strength, please. Clarify strength. Seems a little out of place here. So there might be some underlying like mm, these are not going. Fears surrounding money. I think strength, when it says release harsh judgments, it's like, you know how like you can get upset and worried about something. So then you start thinking worst case scenario, and then you get pissed off at all the moving parts at it and things like that. And you're just like, fuck this shit, all that kind of thing. It's kind of like that. It's like, just chill, is what I want to say. Because I feel like the lion is the part of it. It's like, this motherfucking, la, 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 la. And you're like, tame that inner beast. Okay. All right. Just, just tame the inner beast until this comes in. Because there is some, why can I not hold on to anything? Oh my God. Gifts of money, time, effort, um, some kind of like opportunity. Again, a job well done, everything going according to plan, things wrapping up and moving forward like they should. Um, a path opening up. So money might be the issue for something, and that's currently on your mind, and you're like, but this is saying something happens this weekend where it's like, like some kind of solution happens, and then it's like things can just things can just happen. You can just move forward on it. Yeah, fear surrounding money, and something really exciting happening. So like maybe money is the issue that you feel like is. And this one does say news, so it's almost like, oh, for the love of God, no, I wanna properly. Okay, that feels awfully straightforward. Is there anything else you want to give about this? Ace of Pentacles. Well, shit, fire, save the matches. Damn. Well, this reading is going to be colorful with my words, okay? Because we have the Ace of Pentacles. A promising venture with the High Priestess. So Ace of Pentacles to me is something landing in your reality, right? This isn't a thought, this isn't an emotion, it is something tangible. Touch, taste, lick, whatever you want to call it. High Priestess, like it's going the way it should. Something is going according to plan. Something is unfolding, unraveling. I don't understand. But then we do have the Two of Cups here, things will come into alignment. But then we also have the Hierophant, which is also called the Unity card in this deck. Now, the Two of Cups, here's the thing. In this particular deck, it does say a positive resolution to a conflict. And again, Knight of Air in this deck says creative solutions. So there is some kind of like creative solution. There's a solution or resolution to something that's going to happen this weekend. Somebody's been worried about it. You're like, your intuition's telling you one thing, but it's not in your reality. It is something that feels missing currently, which is why you've got to have the strength to kind of like tame the inner beast, like because it wants to go. But Page of Fire is like, or Page of Wands is, I heard fire starter. So it's like the starter to this. Okay. Sometimes we like to prance around the message. We're just going to dance like this. I'd like to get more detailed. Do I need to pick a different deck? We will in a minute. Okay, so there is defensiveness right now in regards to something. Nine of Wands. Then the Two of Wands, which is movement towards something, but it's also talking about contracts. And there's several things here that mention contracts as well. The Six of Pentacles can be that, an opportunity, a contract. The Ace of Pentacles can be that. But even though you're worried about something and you're like uncertain and you're a little on guard about something, which is again the Nine of Wands, they want you to still move forward. Okay. You might be a little like, because devil, ego, a false sense of entrapment. You're good. So I feel like saying if you're planning something, just keep planning like it's going to happen. You're worried about maybe either not having the funds or not having the ability or the resources. There's some kind of like concern that you have in regards to that. And they're like, hey, shit's gonna pop off this weekend that's gonna kind of like solve a bunch of that. And so don't be worried about it. Just listen to your intuition, tame the inner beast that wants to rah, 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 rah. Whatever you feel like you don't have will come in. Okay. And look at it like, because the Five of Pentacles in that strength is kind of like, instead of focusing on what you don't have just yet in this moment, where you feel like, oh, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Page of Wands is where something does. It's like an adventure. It's like, don't worry, you're going to have this adventure. You're going to be able to do this. It's more than just an idea, thought form. It's more than just a potentiality. High Priestess. It will come into fruition. It will come into your reality. So there, it will happen. Basically, is what it's saying. Okay. So again, you might be guarded about it. But they want you to keep moving forward. You might be like, I don't know, a little, protective, and they're like, there's really nothing holding you back. Well, the thing that you're worried about isn't going to be a thing to worry about. There might be something that like you need to be like m- doing right now, which is why they're telling you this. Because like you might wait. You're like, no, I don't really know, and so you're worried, and they're like, no, no, you're good. And in fact, it's a very positive resolution. It's going to move you forward. Um, what is this? Hold on. I do get like there might be some revisions to a plan. Um, things are hidden, things aren't known quite yet. So something might come to the surface or you're feeling like it. Oh, you're feeling like it's poor timing and like you might need to revise your plans. But so you might be planning something and then you're like, I don't know if it's a good idea. I feel like I feel like I don't know, maybe this you're worried about it. They're like, don't worry, it's gonna happen. Things will turn on a dime. They just said. Nothing like waiting to the last minute, huh? For shit to pan out. Yeah. The moon card is talking about releasing some fears that are going to hold you back. I feel like saying not doing this keeps you in some type of hermit. Okay. Okay. So if you've got like if you're contemplating something and you're thinking about something, you're planning something, and you're like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And then you're like, oh, this, and this. And it's like spirit's like, don't worry about it. Those are unnecessary worries. In fact, you're going to have something come through to make everything pop off good. There's going to be a solution to this. We're going to be able to resolve any of the concerns that you have in a positive direction. Yes, you might be a little bit guarded, but even on the guarded card, it says don't give up. Okay. So even though you're a little bit guarded, some kind of resolution, this, whatever you are planning, it feels very time specific, so you might be looking at doing something between now and like the end of the year. There's a ton of holidays and stuff like that. Um, and they're like, it's gonna be able to work out, like it's gonna happen. It's more than just because the high priestess is like the potentiality, the field of possibilities, the imagination, the creation of it. It's gonna move out from creation into reality because we got the Ace of Pentacles. So you're thinking, oh, it's a great idea, but it's probably not going to happen. They're like, it is. So you need to be planning accordingly, like it is. Like you need to be moving and planning and doing and choosing what you're doing with your time based upon the idea that this is going to happen. Okay. Um, Okay. Anything else? They wanted Starman Tarot. Come on, cards. Lord have mercy. They're trying to jump out. My spirit team literally just told me some people like small hands, but sometimes they can be problematic. And I know exactly what the fuck they're talking about. They are thinking they're funny. I'm like, that's gross. It's not gross, but it is. It's like right now, really? Six of Wands, there will be success with this. And it's almost like once this solution comes in, events will occur with great speed. That Knight of Swords is really running that home. So, like, if there's any decisions that need to be made, go ahead and start plotting and planning and thinking and doing and all that kind of stuff now because it's all going to work out. Six of Wands, 10 of Wands, victory. Oh, yeah. Victory over whatever this oppressive thing is, whatever you're worrying about. Okay, so let's move on to a new topic here. And not play Captain Obvious. We don't have to ring around the rosy 20 times. What else, in addition to what you've already said, would you like to bring up about this weekend? I just got a big flutter in my heart. Like excitement. Reminds me of the Page of Wands. Like it's almost like don't focus on what you don't have right now. Get excited for something. Ooh. So I got Two of Wands, and I'm like, making moves, and they're like money moves, and I'm like, somebody's playful right now. Then we have Knight of Cups with the Tower. Feels like something shocking. Something shocking. Knight of Cups. Okay, we're going to go there. This whole entire reading has really felt like money, okay, and resources and something that you're afraid you can't do, that you want to do, that you're planning to do. But then, because in true fashion, it decides it wants to pivot. 10 of Wands is about no longer having to carry the burden or the load by yourself. Again, Six of Wands, very successful. But why do we have the fucking Emperor showing up? Okay. Like I feel like this motherfucker wants to just like be center of attention, if that makes sense. Kind of like here we are going about our business, discussing shit that ain't got nothing to do with the Emperor because life moves on without him. And Emperor's like, by the way, I'm gonna be making some moves. Why? Why are you interrupting our reading? Emperor with the Two of Wands. That's choosing to take action towards something. In a way that's like the Knight of Cups, which over here we have a cup, and then we have the feather, and then we have the what is that shit called? It's a letter. God, what is going on with me? And it's like, what the fuck? With a tower. Very unexpected. Why are you interrupting this? Because this just doesn't seem like it doesn't feel like that's the creative solution that they're talking about. But the red or the red, although it does say with the Two of Cups, it's a positive resolution. That's a, why are you bringing this up right now? Spirit, let's quit playing, okay? Because I feel like this energy of whatever this dynamic is that I did in the first live really wants attention. But it's like there's other shit to be discussed. Okay. Other stuff to be discussed. And I'm trying to figure out why we're letting this energy interject. That was an issue in the first one. Why is it trying to come up in here like it needs to be the center of attention? It needs to quit. Oh. Fool. Mm-hmm. 3 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Give me just a second. That proverbial 2 of Swords, like, being caught up in their mind and shit. 6 of Cups has a very nostalgic feel to it. Playful. Playful. 3 of Cups is like getting together with people, having fun. There's a being playful. I will say whatever solution is coming in where you're kind of worried, it lets you do this. It lets you move forward on something, do something that you want to do that allows you to enjoy. Company of others allows you to have fun. Um, It's like, okay, so we also said that there was gonna be some news too, like, there's a creative solution, and for some, there's some news. It's almost as if it's like maybe somebody catches wind that the Emperor has done the thing because the Tower showed up in the last reading. These 4 cards are the 4 cards from the last reading, and I'm just like, "Why are we doing this?" Some people but it gives a sense of, like, excitement, like, may put you in a really good mood. And allows you to kinda, have a there's some fun to be had. But can I also say this leap of faith might happen in a social kind of why is this coming in right now? Because we were on a roll. That's what I get for choosing a different deck, I swear to God. Why are we bringing this up? Why is this interjecting into something that doesn't seem to match? What is going on here? Why are we combining 2 whole freaking readings? Okay. For some of you, you're getting the resources, the money, whatever it is that you need. I might be reading for the motherfucking masculine from the last one, okay? Because his concern was money. So something might happen this weekend for the emperor. Because we have the 3 of Swords with justice. Something happens. Because hold on. Sorry. Son of a biscuit. There's no way, okay, that last reading, everybody from the last reading, something's popping off this weekend. There's just no way. I hate that I sneeze a million fucking times. I just want to focus on the reading. Can we stop sneezing? Something in some kind of justice happens. I told you, I hate it. I can sneeze up to 7 times, guys, and it's I hate oh my god. I can't just ever sneeze just once. Hold on. I'm gonna put something back. I swear to God. I want to focus on why this interjected because I'm feeling like two things at once. Um, could the unnecessary worry be for the masculine? Yeah. Yeah. Somebody wants to play. Oh my God. I did not pick up on it on the beginning of this. Somebody is worried. Jesus, this is talking to the masculine. I swear to God. I started this with a meditation that we were going to focus on the thing about this weekend. This irritates my soul. I feel like here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with my spirit team because I'm like way too many relationship reads. Way too fucking many. Now I know it is hot and heavy right now. But it's funny. You would think the dynamics of the world right now is not the best time to that's not the forefront of information. But the way to ride things out uh, of the current global environment that we are living in right now is our connections. Okay. And so now's a time where there's a lot of coming together. And I get that. But also, there's so many other things that we need to be focusing on. People got a lot of real shit happening in their lives. Now, I'm telling you, I picked up a lot on money and concerns with money, and it's unnecessary worry. And there's something happening this weekend that's going to change it around. There's a solution to be had. This very well may be referencing the masculine because when they pull 4 cards from that were all there that talked about the masculine in the last reading, it could be the masculine who is so super worried, but something's going to happen this weekend. And so I'm going to put it out there for anybody who resonated as the masculine in the last reading where I was like, you better get your shit together. Something might happen this weekend that's going to transpire that allows you to move towards feeling getting out of this where you feel like I don't get to have something to Page of Wands. I get to have that thing that I really want. I can go towards my desire. I'm gonna be really happy, go on this adventure, the thing that I wanted to move towards. Okay. Um, because something happens that allow again, the emperor makes moves. He's making moves, right? So something transpires and it's like, I don't know, the spirit's telling you if this is a carryover, you have nothing to worry about. Solutions to all the things that you're worrying about, again, the finances and the reason why you're not moving forward, taking a leap of faith, that's something in regards to that. Those worries that you have are something about this weekend is going to help you with that. Something transpires this weekend. It could be you getting that wild hair up your ass and making moves towards somebody. Could be the new contract that I picked up on, could be or just you decide that you're gonna make a move towards this person that you have not. and henceforth unto you make something a reality instead of just an idea. And again, the world card did describe, oh God, before, and we are talking about you trust. I didn't see the two before. Trust your intuition. Go ahead. So something might transpire this weekend, as soon as this weekend. We'll just say it like that because I cannot fathom that every single person that reading was for is like, oh, it's all going to be resolved. You know what I mean? But it's like instead of whatever is inevitable, instead of spirit ripping the rug out from underneath you, it's like the masculine decides to take it upon themselves, right? And that's what we were saying. You can either do it or spirit can do it. But if spirit has to do it, you're not gonna like the way the spirit has to do it. So you might as well do it yourself. So this inevitable, the tower, is going to happen. So it seems like the masculine is going to, and what I can't ascertain is, does something happen this weekend that gives in regards to their finances, this emperor of the gonads to go ahead and be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna, leap of faith this shit. Because again, and that brings something, and it makes sense, brings things into unity. Remember, I couldn't figure out why this. I was like, why are you back out? And it's like you got to get out of this hermit mode. You think it's poor timing. Yeah, it makes sense. Damn it, this is for the masculine. Pissing me off. Dude, seriously? You think it's poor timing, and spirit's like, it's the right time. What's happening this weekend that changes, because we do have like the solution, a very creative solution. So this may be something where the masculine feels like, again, events happening with great speed. That's the, like, they come up with a way to do something, it seems like. What is the, okay. Well, this is very solid. This is very solid, though. We have the Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. So even though they are doing something very quickly, it's a very solid, real, sincere. Like, they do something that resolves the issue, but in a very creative way. Okay, that's stuck in my hand. Well, fuck me. I swear. We did not need a whole reading for this. Queen of Swords. That bitch came back out. I'm gonna have to go to the first live and be like, hey, go check out the second live, because apparently we wasn't done. So this creative solution is, they come up with a creative solution for the Queen of Swords. Oh. Like, there's a current worry, but it's almost like there's a creative solution. So go ahead and keep plan ahead. It's like they come up with a solution, and so they can move forward with their plans. Go ahead and keep moving like you're going towards the thing that you want. So something happens, they come up with a creative solution for the Queen of Swords and to protect their finances. And so it allows them the liberty to continue on the trajectory they wanted to go, which was making moves towards the Queen of Wands. All right, it is about the last reading, because the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Swords, she was the interference. Six of Pentacles. It's out here twice. The Six of Pentacles, absolutely. Again, it's like the resource, the help, the assistance, the something, the thing that you need. The Six of Pentacles is the resolution or the solution to this. What is within the Six of Pentacles? Again, it can be contracts. I don't know why for some I feel like they're saying stuff that isn't necessarily matching the card, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they're talking about. Hold on here. There's something here about a contract or financial opportunity. And I'm entertaining 3 scenarios here. And it's like and since this is so specific, and it's like sometimes you think things are so specific and there's no way it can apply to a bunch of people, and then you hear people's scenarios, you're like, "Oh, that makes sense." There's times I do readings, my cousin's like, "Oh my god," and she will go through some of the reading, like, some of what I've said, and she's like, "It's this," and I'm like, "Wow, that's not how I like." Like they give it to me in a way that I understand, but like again, this is the reason why I say you are a sovereign being. You get to determine if, how, when, where, or why something applies, right? Like you get to determine the context in which it resonates, and so you know I sometimes can't fathom what the fuck they're talking about, but I'm just delivering the message and you get it because you're like, "Oh, yeah." Um, I feel like a financial opportunity or because the 6 of Pentacles can also be like paying off loans, paying off debts, do 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 do. So it's like there's some kind of financial solution, and that's what they were, that's what he was worried about with the Queen of Swords. Um, there's a couple scenarios here that I am entertaining. One, Mr. might reach out to someone and offer them some kind of like something that looks more, it's like giving them reason to reach out to somebody, like giving them an opportunity, giving them some kind of assistance, or like it's like hiding it in plain sight. Like I can like, hey, I'd like to hire you for this, or hey, Um, I don't know why I hear charity and stuff like that. Like wrapping it up into I'm helping somebody, I'm assisting somebody, or I'm giving somebody an opportunity as a reason to connect with them. And so it kind of takes and gets the Queen of Swords off their back a little bit. Like she can't run interference with that because it has the appearance of something different. Um, or this is something that's offered to the queen, like it's the creative solution is offering something to the Queen of Swords in the way of paying something off or a connection for like a potential career opportunity, um or like just paying them off. Like if you're going to come after my money anyways, I don't know why I want to say it like that, then I'll just pay you this amount and let's be done. Like but it's in a creative way. 100%? Jesus. Okay. What the fuck? Oh my god. But it's like, I don't know, but it gives the emperor the gonads to be like, to feel like they've got their, and again, this is, in the last reading, spirit was like, could you act like the fucking emperor already and just, and so the emperor is some kind of creative whatever. And as a result, because they feel like that's settled, or that they've kind of come up with they feel emboldened to make a move towards. And in the last reading, it was the Queen of Wands. So it's kind of like, I don't know, some solution, some creative solution comes through, and it's like now they feel confident in making a move, and so they do, right? So it's a very genuine, sincere. It's like the offer they've been wanting to make between the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. It's like, oh yeah, like that's going after. So this weekend may be surrounding, I don't want to say that they reach out this weekend, but it may be them finding that solution. They're like, this is it. This is the workaround, is what it feels like, a workaround. And because right now they feel torn. You see this? This is the Two of Swords. That again was where they were at. Like it was like they needed to be in the Knight of Wands energy and start taking some fucking action and doing and like quit hemming and hawing and shit. But they were in this, right? Where they're like, oh, but this and this and this. And you see how it's splitting them right down the middle. You see how they're holding on to both of those truths, and it's literally ripping this person in half, right? But so it's Two of Swords with the Lovers. It's like I'm trying to placate an old one so that they don't fuck with shit, but I feel so drawn to the, and it's like being ripped in two, when really their intuition, when they have the blindfold on, is telling them they should be taking action. So, and it is the something is resolved, and then I move very quickly. This is not player energy. This old situation been done, even though there's some because somebody's still been in their energy and in their life to a certain whatever. It's been done. Like I want to say, like to the effect of, it may have had an appearance to certain people, like, oh, y'all still talk. Oh, there's still potential then. You know what I mean? But when I tell you there was no romance whatsoever, no anything happening. And in fact, I would say the majority, like, because it feels like there's a major separation between this emperor and whoever this is. So it's like they weren't even spending a lot of time together, but they were still in the same circles somehow, if that makes sense. Um, I keep getting like a time frame of like a year and a half. So this whole thing may have like initiated or ignited like a whole year and a half, like 18 months ago. And it's still in like not not this thing between the king of like whatever was transpiring between the emperor and the queen of swords. That shit, like it's been a hot minute. Okay. Okay. Um I'm even getting like a home move. So this feels like a physical separation also. And so it's like, again, it's giving I we had too many finances. This is somebody, okay, an emperor isn't somebody who just like worked construction and has no other, like there's a lot of intricate moving financial parts, meaning they were probably business partners with, to a certain degree, right? Like when people are together, they just kind of start things and do things together, and then when you want to separate, you're like, oh, there's a lot of strings. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit. And then and the all the little intricacies of that, legally speaking, to like untether and everything, which absolutely gives somebody a lot of end to kind of like constantly be a presence or influence or try to insert themselves and things like that. It really is giving something very complicated. Even though the emperor allowed it to be a little more complicated than it needed to be. Like, I think there came a point where the emperor was just afraid of, you know what I mean? And like, versus just, so gonna say that two of swords, lovers, and the moon. The lovers and the moon, like it's like I feel like a decision is made about the lovers, and then the moon. It's like there's this revealing. There's a revealing of things. Tell me more about this really quick. Like the idea that we had to, it's like the first one is a whole backstory trying to help the Queen of Wands, who's like, am I fucking crazy? Am I seeing shit? Did I just lie to myself? Did I just get lied to? Like, what the fuck is going on? Because, in all honesty, whatever this emperor wants to move, whoever this emperor wants to move towards, certainly feels like nothing has actually transpired between these two. And so it feels like there's a feminine's like, did I create something in my head? Tell me about the moon. And I tell you, Knight of Swords. First, Knight of Swords, the sword is down. That's a lack of communication. Two, look at all these bumps, bruises, cuts, nicks, everything else like that, right? All over his body. Right here, we have the dynamite, ready to blow this bitch up. Okay, ready to blow some shit up, like ready to just be done with something. But also we have something that says victory. It's carved on his chest. And you notice that it's almost as if it's like whatever's coming through mentally is no longer the focus because we have the raven coming in, which indicates spirit and being led. And in this, there's a lot. So with this particular deck, he's got holes in his hands, so like a crucifixion, like he's ready to sacrifice something for the sake of this change. So that might be something. It's like I'm gonna take a loss, but if I'm in control of the loss, remember, like either you do something about this. That was the last reading, and you are in control of it. You act like the fucking emperor, or this ending is going to happen. It's inevitable, and if you don't do something about it, then it's going to get done to you, and you're not going to like the way this tower looks. So he's taking charge in this situation. So there may be a sacrifice, but it's like a worthwhile sacrifice, one that keeps something financially intact. There may be a bit of a loss, but not like. Yeah, walking. He whatever it is that he's come up with, motherfuckers, is he's walking away. We have the devil with the hanged man. Like he stayed when he didn't. God dang it! It was wholly unnecessary. Okay, it's one of those things where it's like the devil's like you're chained, but you're not really actually, right? And he just kind of had to see that. He had to figure that out. There's a change in perspective. Stayed a little longer in the devil energy of like feeling tethered to something that he's not. Like, oh, I can't, like there was he had a weak moment where he was not behaving like the emperor that he is. But he's walking away from that. Eight of Cups came from that. Came out with that. So something about this weekend, this emperor is going to act like the emperor and come up with a solution and figure out a way so that he can actually move towards. He's going to follow his intuition, move towards what it is that he actually wants. The thing that right now is just an idea, a potentiality, High Priestess, and he's like, I'm gonna make some moves. I'm gonna come up with a creative solution. Something happens this weekend where it's like that's it. That's how I handle the Queen of Swords. That's how I address the money situation. That's how I make the clean break, like the Knight of Swords. That's the thing. and now I can actually do something, like move towards what it is that I really truly want, and actually uh hidden emotions. Oh, wrong moon. Hidden emotions of something, like I can move towards the thing that I really want, and bring it into fruition, into reality. And so there's the walking away. But what's funny is I think the solution is discovered or created or whatever it is, and there's an immediate. Do you see how that flipped out? I didn't mean to. That's the 10 of cups, y'all. And there's an immediate move towards the other. So when we were picking up on the last one, like the Queen of Wands is kind of like, oh, this looks a little something, a little sus. I'm not so sure, kind of thing. It feels a little like too quick. It's really not, even though the outward appearance may have some, because like the idea of like this Queen of Swords still had some kind of a presence, and then you're just coming right to me. It's not player. It's not player. It's just somebody was told to shit or get off the pot. Either control the tower moment, which is going to happen one way or the other, or you will get controlled. Daddy Spirit will spank you. And so it's like either he controls how the outcome and how this unfolds, or somebody else will. And you certainly don't want to give it to the Queen of Swords, which was your biggest fear, anyways. And so it feels like something happens this weekend where there is some kind of something happens. They figure it out. And there's like, what do they do? What's going to happen other than the solution? Because we saw the Knight of Cups. It's almost like they're, and that's the, with the three of, earlier I had the Three of Cups and the Six of Cups. It's like there's an immediate reaching out, wanting to, they might immediately like reach out and be like, I would love to see you. I'd like to get out. Because Three of Cups is a social, you know what I mean? And there's this like playfulness, and it's like, I want to go and sorry. I'm going to put this back. Yeah, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to shuffle it really quick because that was just too quick. Look, I didn't even see that Starman came out, which is the Magician. They're going to make some shit happen. I love it. I love it when somebody's like momentarily like, I'm not the fucking Emperor. And they're like, wait the fuck. What the? Yes, the fuck I am. I got this. Ooh, it's a sexy energy. That's sexy. Taking charge. Love it. Fighting back. King of Swords. Fighting back. Nine of Swords. In this particular thing, look. It's like there's this black blob that's reaching, and it looks like a hand trying to grab their arm. And this is the Nine of Wands right here. But look, like it's like fighting back. It's somebody has figured out. Look. This motherfucker's smart. King of Swords. He's really smart. He figured out how to fight back. He's gonna figure out how to fight back. So Queen of Wands, that was your reading earlier, so you could understand the dynamics, what was happening. It wasn't really what you thought it was, but they tried to give you a whole lot of detail. At the end, I did tell the Emperor, I was like, you better fucking act like an Emperor because some shit's going to. And now they're addressing the Emperor, and they're like, hey, Emperor, there's a creative solution, because the Queen of Wands has not fucking come out. They have solely focused on the Emperor. You're gonna figure it out. Intelligent motherfucker, really, really smart, just somehow decides to finally put their big boy pants on. And it's like their version of fighting back. High Priestess. It's like they're okay. Strength. Yeah, they're fighting for this potential, this possibility. There is a taming of that little, all those little fears and the things and like there's a taming of that. And it's like defending the potentiality, because the Nine of Wands is that. There's like this defense of what could potentially happen, what is supposed to happen, this type of connection. Again, this is not something where somebody has had a connection with the person before. I mean, you might know them, but there's not been, because the Queen of Wands is worried about something that looks like impropriety, like that doesn't look so. on the up and up kind of thing, right? Um, so that's somebody who wouldn't like be like, ooh, ooh, you're with somebody and you're my man. Like, there's no like crossing boundaries there. Okay. Definitely coming together, Three of Pentacles. This is the idea of like meeting up, coming together, wanting to build. I was looking for the right word. It's moving something out of high priestess mode, which is the potentiality, the possibility into reality. Because all the pentacles, when they start to whip out pentacles, that to me is it's moved into reality fairly quickly. Why are we okay? Tell me about this. So we did have the Three of Swords in this deck, and I'm not even sure if that just came out with this or what, but it's like he leaves still maintaining the King of Pentacles status. Remember, it was in reverse in the last. Like that's the reason why it was like I'm worried about my stability, my status, my ability to maintain, sense of security and what I've established already. So it's like being able to leave something while that's still intact. Um, which means they can build and yeah, Three of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. So because it's like what I mean, there's something here where an emperor would take a hit um emotionally and mentally if what he built was like crumbled and then had nothing to bring into like wanting to retain something so they can build something with somebody else. And then we have the Two of Cups with the Six of Swords. This is moving towards the thing that you want. This is making that transition. This is leaving whatever raging waters was happening to get closer to this is bridging the gap. This is there might be travel, but it's moving towards the Two of Cups. I don't think they would have felt like they could move towards somebody if they had to start over completely. Like if I have nothing to show for what I've done in my life and I am at ground zero, bankrupt and everything else like that, there's no way that I could put energy into a relationship or into somebody else. I wanted this still intact so that I could build with another person. Again, there's been a long, like this has been long in the making. Um they're showing me somebody with they're showing me with the emperor not having no wedding bands. And then they're showing me, I think it feels like the Queen of Swords with like the engagement ring on, but no wedding band. Some people's lives are so fucking complicated. Like that gives me indication like I'm still connected, but I'm not connected in that way. It's weird. Why would you wear your engagement? I mean, I guess if it's pretty, I don't fucking know. But that's a very oddly specific visual. What would be just to the outward appearance of people? What would be like, whether it's the Queen of Wands that we talked about previously, in the last reading, or just in general, random people in this person's life, what would they see visually happening? Yeah, why does it feel as if it's like I don't even think whatever creative solution there is, it comes to them, they propose it, but it's like it's not finished. It's not in finished form before they go. So it's like they come up with a great idea, they propose it's almost like saying hey, this is what I'm willing to offer. Like I don't know, they're so set that it's going to work that before anything ever is finalized, because that in the beginning it was like go ahead and keep making plans and making moves like you would as if it's already going to work out. So it's almost as if it's like they're like whatever it is, it gives them the gonads to go ahead. So this may be a very quick turnaround for communication and contact, because we had the knight of cups with the cup and the quill and the message. So like there very well may be. Is there a whole other side to this of like, tell me about the knight of cups? And then we're gonna wrap this shit up because let me tell you. Why do I just feel like there's a facade? This Queen of Swords feels like a facade. Really putting up a facade. It's like other people will notice there's been a change of mind, hanged man, change of perspective, because there's some level of like change of investment. The Four of Pentacles is like, do I or don't I? Do I invest or do I not invest? That's where sometimes that stubborn, stringent, like, holding on, that miserly kind of thing. But this is like the idea of the past and the future, the past and the future. And like there's a change in where this person's attention and investment goes. So that's going to be apparent to people. And the fact that they're looking up and they're future focused. So tell me more really quick, just so we know. I did not think it was going to. Yeah. Like how they build and how they create, where they invest is going to be with whoever is in their future. Tell me about this. Because like Three of Pentacles is like the team player, but also as a reminder, Three of Pentacles is also the idea of what you're building and creating is going to be very, very visible to people, right? Because in traditional Rider Waite, somebody's commissioned to do this big thing, and there's onlookers watching and watching something being built and create in real time. So it's almost as if it's like people will see there's a change in where this Emperor wants to invest their energy and intention, and that they're very future focused. They're not concerned about the past anymore, which is where the Queen of Swords is. And it's almost like it's very abundantly clear who they want to build with, who they want to create reality with. So it becomes very apparent. Is it immediate? Yeah, they're done being concerned and worried. Again, this is the interference card. This is the I'm holding myself back because I'm worried. Da, da, da. No, they're done. That was so laborious to them, is what I want to say. And I pulled these cards to help me with the Hermit. It's kind of like they're so very much done. I feel like they also had to give the appearance of they were very single. That's the biggest piece is like because of this other energy. It's like if I they again they really felt like. But see, the other thing is, I know I'm jumping around, guys. Hermit really feels like I'm not concerned with what other people think. I am so sick and tired of holding back. So I feel as if like people are witnessing this change in this person, this shift, this paradigm focus shift, this willingness to where they want to invest and who and what they want to build. They seeing it all, but they're not discussing this with anybody. They're not seeking anybody's input. They're only looking at their lantern. And so it's kind of like they're putting that burden down. They don't want any more because that's what the Queen of Swords would do. It's like there was all this like an external factor creating these fears so that they didn't, and it held them back. And they're like, they're not doing that. And honestly, their focus seems to be love. Are you serious? Yeah, they've intentionally not made any moves in love, period. That's the 4 of Cups. See how they're just like, nope, I'm not doing anything. It's like, mm-mm. I mean, in regards to emotions. And then all of a sudden, new love. So that's what they're saying is it's like people are going to watch them completely change how they've been behaving. Like they may have been like, I don't want anything to do with love or romance or blah 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 blah. I'm not worried about that. I'm so focused on this. Like that's how people perceived it, and it's kind of like there's a shift. The Hanged Man is that paradigm shift, that lens shift, where it's suddenly now it's like I'm no longer concerned about the past. It's no longer got a hold on me. I am looking at the future. I'm looking at building. I am not considering other people's fucking opinion. It's all about what it is that I want and what my inner compass tells me. I am done carrying the burdens, right? That create fear within me. And I am there. It's like people are just like, what is this change? Like there is going to be a definitive change in this person. Because it definitely feels like this person stayed the fuck out of dating, stayed out of like attempting to like have connections or anything like that. For the Emperor I'm talking about, yeah, there's going to be a 180 pivot shift in how this person is moving. Knight of Swords. It's going to be like day and night. Queen of Cups. Their desire for the Queen of Cups feels as if it comes out of nowhere to certain people. This might be family, friends, things like that. And in fact, that's really what was set. The tone was set last reading is like the Knight of Wands kind of energy, where it's like on a dime, suddenly, shockingly, and it's like it's not, but it most certainly has that appearance, and especially if they're not discussing this with other people. So in this, I don't know why I want to say this. There may be a sense of I'm not going to talk to other people. One, I don't want their influence on me, but two, I'm not going to tell people shit because I just took care of something with this Queen of Swords. And it's almost like they may not trust that shit doesn't make it back to the Queen of Swords. I don't know. It feels like not that they're trying to hide it from the Queen of Swords, but it's like there may still be shared like friends or like people. And so there's this keeping it to myself. But people see. But they ain't discussing. And they certainly ain't seeking information or input from somebody else. So people are like feeling like they're on the outside. Like they feel like this person's really just going within, like it's all to themselves. And it kind of is because they're like, but I mean, in a sense, that's also a little bit what an emperor would do. When they decide, they decide, right? And it's like there is no need to discuss, share any of that stuff. Um, so again, it may look shocking to other people, like, where did this come from? Like you were all like this, and all of a sudden, poof, you're just like pursuing somebody. You were anti-love, and now you're all about love. There's the bitch. Ah! She came back. She came back. She came back. Mm-hmm. There she is. She makes an appearance. She makes an appearance. Yeah. It may be confusing to other people, but it's not to these two. I want these 7 cups. These 7 cups, it's not just 1 cup. What's being chosen is the 2 cups. It may be confusing to other people. It may have been a confusing situation to these two. It may be confounding. I don't know why Spirit wants to say it like that. But someone's figured it out, and it's the 2 cups that's being chosen. We'll leave it there. Alrighty. So I guess some things are happening over the weekend where it's like that's the reason why Spirit was like, hold on. You weren't wrong, Queen of Wands. You weren't wrong. Things are changing. You're about to see it. Everybody's about to see it. The way this person moves is, even though they're not discussing with anybody, a stark contrast. Knight of Swords, 180. Okay. So you will see evidence of this. You will probably hear evidence because you will get some kind of communication. But just know that's why Spirit was like the Sun card with the 7 of Swords, and the last one was like, no, it's not lies. It wasn't an illusion. It's not what you think. And that's why the Vice was like, just stick around. And I was like, I don't feel comfortable telling somebody to stick around. So let's see how this plays out, guys. I hope that this is it happens exactly. But if they're really an emperor and they realize a tower moment's going to happen, one or the other, they will choose to step up to the plate and be like, no, I'll control the outcome of this. Right? You can't. The inevitable is the inevitable. But what you do with it, how you handle it, and your proactive approach to it, yeah, that determines a lot. And so I feel like, even though we were like, why is the emperor not acting like emperor? Emperor but to step back up into his fucking role like he should. And yeah, so there you go. All right, I'm done for the day. I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful weekend. I might come back on later this week. We'll see. But yeah, have a wonderful day. I hope the message reaches whoever it needs to, and I'll see you at the next read. Peace out.